What's going on, guys? Welcome to The Real Way. Today we're gonna do something. I'm gonna show you how to make some cheap jugs to go jug fishing with. I know a lot of people use pool noodles and buy the PVC and stuff like this, which is fine. I mean, that's great, but this is super cheap. I'll show you guys how to do it. I think there's I think it might cost $10 to do this, plus the milk jugs, which you guys drink milk anyways, so I mean that's just a win-win situation there. So you drink your milk and then you save your jugs and you got some jugs. So we'll go through the things you need to start jug fishing with. So here we've got 12 milk jugs. These are actually for a friend of mine. I've already got mine made. I made mine with 2-liter bottles. But if you do milk jugs, I recommend the ones that have the screw-on cap. You get the ones like we have nursery water gallon jugs, and they have just the snap-on caps. And I don't know, it just seems like to me the screw-on cap is a little better. You don't have a chance of the cap popping off and the jug getting filled with water or whatever. But yeah, so we've got just milk jugs here. Like I said, you have to buy milk and you drink milk anyway. Just save your jugs. We have 12. We're just gonna do 12 today. This is my buddy's first time, so I'm teaching him how to rig up some jugs for some jug fishing. And we'll make another video later on tonight doing some jug fishing. So here we've got some trot line. It's a 113-pound line. I think it's like $2 or $3 at Walmart, and you get let's see, 249 feet. So that is plenty for what we're gonna do today. We got 3/16 ounce bell sinkers. They call them steel bass casting sinkers. I think those are like $1.50 a package, and there's 6 in each package. So 12 jugs, 12 sinkers. And then we've got these Eagle Claw laser sharp hooks. I do suggest these for one reason, and that is because if you see the eye on those where you're gonna put the line through, it's pretty big. I bought the regular at Walmart. I think they're catfish assorted for $1.97, and the eyes were small, and I really struggled trying to get my line through those hooks. So I recommended that he buy these. This thicker line will go through those hooks a lot easier. These are 3/0 hooks, just a good all-around hook. So yeah, that's what we got. We've also got a can of spray paint here. This is what I like to use, is the Krylon fluorescent. It's yellow. The only reason he picked yellow is because my jug color is orange, and we have another friend whose jug color is going to be bright green. So I'm gonna have him start painting these jugs, and then we'll get back with you. Show you guys how to rig up these jugs. Got them painted. Take our line here. I like to tie a little knot at the end of my line, just to keep the knot from sliding whenever I do tie it on the jug. So I just tie a regular knot there. This line's got wax, or it's sticky. I think it's got wax on it. I've never used this kind of line before, but I go ahead and cinch the end so it doesn't fray. And I'll show you how I tie my knot. It's just a simple slip knot. Just take your line, run it through the handle of your jug. Pinch the line, you're going to take your tag end and run it over your loop that you made when going through the jug. Once you do that, you're going to see that on this side you have another loop that you just created by going over that loop. So you go over that loop and you created a loop on this side. You're just going to bring that tag end right back through there, and then just tighten it up. And then just take your line and just slide it down onto the handle of that jug. And I like to take and stretch my jug out about to my neck. I like to try to do about 3 feet. I guess it all depends on how shallow you're fishing or where you're fishing, the depth. Cut that off. Then you take and put your bell sinker on there. Bell sinker, whatever they call them. They call them bass casting sinkers. I call them bell weights, whatever. And on my bell weights, I just tie a couple square knots, half knots, whatever they're called. Just 1, 2. I tie it about 6-8 inches up, something like that. Gives me enough to work with my hook. Now here's where, when I was talking about, I go with these Eagle Claw 3-aught O'Shaughnessy, I don't know what it says, I don't know how to pronounce that, but whatever that is, 3-aught Eagle Claw hooks, is because that eye is big enough to get this somewhat thick line through. So just run your line through there. I like to tie another knot. My dad's the one who taught me how to jug fish, trot line fish, and all that, and this is all what he taught me whenever I was a kid. So that's the way I do it this way. This is the way I know when it worked for us whenever I was a kid. So go ahead and singe this line, and with this, singe that up a little bit. And with this wax line or whatever's on this, you may not have to do that. I just do it so it doesn't fray. Then you're going to tie the same knot on your hook that you tied on your jug, which is that slip knot. So you don't have as much line to work with here, but same thing, you run it through the eye of the hook, go around the loop you made, and come back through the loop that you made as you went over that loop, if that makes any sense. You could tie probably a couple square knots like I did on this sinker here and you'd be alright, but whatever knot you feel comfortable with. And you've got your knot tied on there. I recommend taking a pair of pliers or needle nose or something so you don't end up with the hook in your hand. Just grab a hold of that hook and just slide that knot down. It's kind of hard to do like that. There you go. Slip knot on your hook, a couple half knots or square knots, whatever you want to call them, on your sinker there, and then these flies are horrible. It is like 104 degrees here in Illinois, and the flies are really bad. And then your slip knot on your jug there. I want to touch base on, you will want to check with your local DNR, whatever state you live in, and see what the law is on jug fishing. Here in the state of Illinois, we have to put our full name on the jug, our full address on the jug. It doesn't state anything about putting your phone number on the jug, but I do, just to cover all my bases. So anyway, that's how we rig up our jugs, and later this evening we'll take these things out and set them. You can bait these jugs with just about anything. I mean, catfish they'd eat a leather boot pretty much. But you can bait them with chicken livers, night crawlers, leeches, anything. I mean, I use something a little different than those things, but that's what they look like. I'll kind of show you what happens whenever you put them in the water here in a little bit. Out to the lake. We're going to go ahead and set these jugs out. These jugs are a little different. They're not the ones we rigged up and did the video on for my friend, but these are my personal jugs here. He's setting his jugs out for the first time over there. What I like to do is I like to take my bait, put it on the hook. The bait I'm using, I don't put it all the way through the hook. What I'll do is I'll just run these jugs, run my trolling motor in a straight line and set them so the wind will blow them where I want to pick them up at. Just kind of follow them then. So I've got rubber bands on my jugs to put my hooks in. I'll show you over here on one of these other jugs. You just drop them out like that. I just put rubber bands on them there so they'll hold my hooks. And I'll just run down in a line and drop them out about, I don't know, 7, 10 yards apart, something like that. Maybe not even that far. Hopefully we catch some fish on these jugs. Also, yes, I know I'm in different clothes, but like I said earlier, it's 104 degrees outside. After we got done rigging up them jugs, I mowed my lawn and I wanted a shower. Like I said earlier, you could use about anything that floats, whatever you want to use. This is just a cheap way of doing it. And it's always worked for my dad and I whenever I was a kid doing this. And I have a video up from a few weekends ago where we had a fish on a jug and I just hit the video on my phone, videoed it. We need some wind, don't we?
Yeah.
1 minute the wind's blowing, the next minute it's not. 1 minute it's blowing in one direction, next minute it's switching to a different direction. The reason I try to set them in line though is just so you don't get them all over the place. I mean, they'll blow together for the most part. You won't have jugs 50 yards from each other. And this way I try to keep them far enough apart to where they don't get on top of one another either. Oh, that bait fell off. Can you hit the side of the boat?
Yeah, you have to edit that out.
It's alright. I might have to cut one of these baits in half. The biggest thing using this kind of bait is keeping it on the hook, but if you're gentle, it'll stay on the hook. That last one just hit the boat. I threw it up. It popped off. That's a ginormous bait there. Big bait, big fish. So the saying goes.
Yeah, those are bright.
Yeah, you can see their jugs over there. That's the ones that we painted today. Super bright. Like I said, I've got another friend that's going to be painting his jugs green, so we all went a different color because we fish together a lot. And just help us tell our jugs apart. I mean, our names will be on them, but whenever it comes night, we'll be able to see whose jugs are going under. Whose jug is going under.
You got one going off back there.
Oh, we got a fish already. All right, check that out. We're gonna set these and hopefully he'll stay on there. So I didn't say in the beginning of the video what I'm using for bait, and I'm not gonna say, but you can probably tell what it is. My dad knew I told you. Yeah, you can probably see it right there in the bottom of the boat, but my dad knew I told anybody. He'd be doing cartwheels in his grave, so if you see it, I didn't tell you. And I'm all about people catching fish. I'm not trying to keep anything from anybody. If you want to go out and catch fish, I'm I'm all for it, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. We do a lot of bow fishing, guys, and we might have to turn around. We're gonna go get this fish over here. Do a lot of bow fishing, guys, and we've gotten a lot of people started bow fishing, and told a lot of people. Well, we told a lot of people about one spot that we have, and now it's just overran with people. And we fished it for a couple of years, and it was basically just us fishing it. See that lightning over there?
Yeah, I did.
We're gonna turn this trolling motor on high and go get this fish. Oh, one squirrel right there. I think their jugs are too bright. Fish will see them. They won't be caught. No, their jugs will definitely be able to be seen.
From here, they look. It looks more green than yellow.
I'm gonna laugh if this is a bluegill. Can't remember the size hook. These are the ones that I was telling you guys earlier that have got them assorted catfish hooks on them, and the eyes are really small. And it's hard to get the line through them. And these assorted catfish hooks, man, some of them are huge, and some of them are real small. I just tried to stick with like the 3/0 size and just that medium size there, and I ran out after I got to like 10, so I had to use some of the bigger ones, but we'll see what happens. I've got a dip net back there. You care to grab that thing for me, please? He's running off. Make sure whenever you're doing this, if you got your trolling motor on, that you don't get your trolling motor stuck. Don't keep your trolling motor on while you're picking up your jug. You can definitely get that line wrapped up in your jug, or in your trolling motor, I mean. So guys, here we go. We got one. It didn't take very long at all. I don't know if we're going to keep these fish or not. I'll show you how I grab catfish and try not to get finned, but their fins are up. I take and I put one fin in between my middle finger and my ring finger like this, and then I just put my thumb underneath the other side like that, so you can grab them. Probably need a pair of pliers. Nope, got that one out. That was one of the smaller hooks. I've got some pretty big hooks. But we got one, guys. We'll get back with you. We're going to see if the other guys want to keep them or what we're doing with them. There's the jugs we made earlier, a little closer look at them. That fluorescent Krylon paint stands out a lot brighter than my orange jugs over there.
Yeah, you probably won't see them.
Just want to give you guys a closer look at these jugs. We'll get back with you if we catch some fish.
What's up, guys? It is the next morning after jugging last night. I didn't get my boat in my driveway until midnight. We caught, I think it was 5 fish total on between my jugs and my buddy's jugs. It was a good night. Water temperature was 93 degrees. Like I said, it's been like 104, 105. Today it's supposed to be, I think, 106 or 107 degree heat index. So water is hot. But we had fun, and that's all that matters. Get out there and have fun. I will be filming some bass fishing videos. Right now it's just so dead blasted hot outside, and I do work full time too, so we'll get out there and we'll try fishing deep, see if we can find some deep bass. And it's just sitting on a boat in 104 degree, an aluminum boat at that, 104 degree temperatures is it's rough sometimes. You got to get out there earlier, get out there in the evenings and fish for a couple hours, and but it's what I love to do. I love to fish. That's why I'm doing this. So yeah, it is 4th of July today. So I want to thank all of the servicemen and women out there, veterans, We couldn't do anything we do without you guys. Really appreciate it. You guys see a veteran, I see them all the time with the Vietnam vet hats, or you know, Korea veteran hat or something like that on. Go up and tell them thanks. You know, it may not seem like much to you, but I bet you it means the world to those guys. I didn't serve, but you know, I'm truly thankful and blessed to live in the good old USA. You know, I think a lot of times we take that for granted, but you know, it is the 4th of July. It's Independence Day. You see, or you may not see anybody, but you may know somebody. You know, just give them a call. Say, hey, thanks for what you did. Thanks for serving our country. You know, even the law enforcement, firefighters, ambulance, those guys, you know, that serve. So I want to thank you guys, servicemen and women. I want to wish you guys a happy 4th of July. Stay safe, and remember to like these videos, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell there so you can get the notifications whenever we put a new video out. I'm going to try to do maybe 3 a week. So we'll see what happens. This is my 3rd video posted on YouTube. Never done this before. The experience I have with YouTube videos is watching YouTube videos, fishing YouTube videos and outdoors videos, things like that. So yeah, if you could do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and hit that notification bell so you can get the notifications whenever we post. And remember guys, get outdoors, enjoy what God blessed us with. That's the real way.